Craig Kaviar has been passionately making sculpture and functional metalwork for over 30 years. He continues his ancient art by not only creating award-winning sculptures, but by also teaching his style and design. Let's step into the hot, fiery world of Craig Kaviar.
Specialize in forged metalwork, and I use tools and techniques that actually go back to the Stone Age, because Stone Age man actually forged copper and lead and came up with the basic anvils and hammers. So I use very traditional techniques to create a naturalistic and contemporary art form. The metal naturally forms in a very organic way, and so when you heat it up red hot, it becomes, I wouldn't say it's as soft as butter, but it becomes very, very malleable, and you can take it and look like you're squishing clay with it. And then when it cools, it hardens once again, and so I like to play with that kind of softness that you can create in the iron after, and then have it be this incredibly strong material thereafter. And so it allows you to do a lot of things that you can't do with other medium, both in strength and style. The power hammer was made for a battleship during World War II, and the press I got from the ammo plant over in Indiana. So I consider this my little plows to, swords into plowshares, that I'm creating these old tools of war for peaceful artistic use. I grew up on Long Island, and while I was in high school, I made a decision to pursue the arts, and I apprenticed with a sculptor. His name was Philip Darling, and worked with him after I graduated high school. And then I went on to art school in Boston. And while I was in art school in Boston, I met a blacksmith who influenced me to pursue forged metal work and thereby be able to create a living by making functional art. I had my first professional job in 1976. I moved to Kentucky in 1984 with my wife. She had a job here, and so we came to Kentucky and we really enjoyed it. I purchased this property in '85, and it was a terrible mess. I had a $20,000 dumpster bill. That's almost half of what I paid for the property. I'm working on several handrail projects at the moment, one of which is for Norton's Hospital New Cancer Center. It will bring people from the center into their healing garden. I'm also working on a very large handrail job for private residents in LaGrange. I also do chandeliers. Over here there's a chandelier similar to the one I did at Woodford Reserve Distillery with a corn theme. And I do a lot of furniture. There's a couple of pieces that have polished concrete here in the gallery, and I also do a lot of pieces that have glass tops. Again, some of the pieces I incorporate leaves and birds and naturalist type things in. being able to take such a strong material and manipulate it, heat it up and hammer it. I guess I like playing with fire. You'll see when I go into the forge I run my forge on waste vegetable oil, which is both more economical than natural gas and also better for the environment. So I like the physicality, I like and I like the creativity. You know, you come up with new ideas all the time and you get to express them. I struggled for many, many years and had a very hard time. And although I feel like I'm very successful now, I spent many, many years in great worry and you know, working very hard and not being able to pay my bills. And so it's, as opposed to leap of faith, it was just pure stubbornness that enabled me to finally make a go of it.